Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comments section down below and I will answer it before the end of the show. Alright guys, so we have some pretty interesting news overall today, and the first one comes from actually a website called box.co.uk. So this is a website that sells smartphone accessories and just general tech, but they have leaked a couple of things. So we have a couple of cases and even the S Pen now leaked for the S22 Ultra. So I'm going to pull up both cases. And I don't know if I could pull up the S Pen. The S Pen was actually sent to me. They actually want people to know that they are leaking it, which is kind of an interesting thing. So yeah, S22 Ultra S Pen. Let me see if I can find it. The S Pen did leak as well. I don't have it up here, but basically, let me see if I can just pull it up real quick for you guys. The email. But let's take a look at the first case. So again, just verifying the design that we are getting. So we all know that we're getting this design now. We all know that this is how it's going to be. So it's pretty interesting to see that this is exactly what we are getting for the S22 Ultra in this design, which I am not as big of a fan of. I don't know how about you guys, how you feel about this design, but I was really more into the fact of, I like the edge kind of design, like that edge corner. I like that. I thought that was really cool looking. So this is one, and then here is the other. So this is one of my favorite cases. I really do love the Kickstand case, and if it wasn't for not having the S Pen, this would probably be the case that I run with for the S21, or in this case S22 Ultra. So really nice case, and again, just highlighting that this are going to be the camera array for it. However, what about the S Pen? So here is the S Pen, and it's going to come in 3 different colors: green, black, and white. So those are pretty much the colors we'll be getting for the S22 Ultra as well. And you could see it's a little bit flatter, it looks like when we zoom in, it does look a little bit kind of flattened compared to a little bit more square-like on the S21 Ultra Pen. So it does look to have that. Now, this isn't going to be in line with the S22, Samsung S Pen Pro, which, to be honest, I have not used. Like, since I've gotten it, I realized that I've never taken it with me anywhere. And again, I thought it was just because it was too big. So that is funny. I think I have it like in a drawer somewhere. I must, because I never used it. So it does look like this will be how it looks like overall for it. A little bit more flat than more rectangular shape instead of square shape around the sides. Which can be good for the grip, so we'll have to wait and see how that is. It reminds me a lot of the Tab S6 pen. I think was more rectangular than square-like. So it should be interesting to see how it is. But overall, I think this one is going to be, again, a good S Pen. It's nowhere near about having the S Pen inside. But we have leaks of the S Pen and of the phone itself now, so this is pretty much what we're getting in February. All right, and on to other news. Something we might be getting before February, in fact, we might be getting it in about 2 weeks at CES, is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. It does look like it is primed to be released at CES. It could, of course, be announced at Samsung Unpacked in February, but we'll have to wait and see how it looks like. Overall, it pretty much is a done deal. We know it's going to be coming. We know it's been delayed, but it may have a very confusing price point as well. So what we're getting is, from the leaks, that it is anywhere between $70 and $100 more than the S20 FE. The S20 FE came to the US at $699. So in terms of it for, where was it? For Ireland, it is coming in at the $100 more price point. So it looks like it would be coming in at $769, whereas the S20 FE came in at $669, so again $100 less. And in the UK, it looks like it's coming in, at $776, where again the S20 came in at $699. So in terms of both pounds and euros, it looks like it's definitely coming in at a higher price. But this really doesn't make sense, because if it would be coming in at $100 more, then it would be the same price point as the S21. The S21 came out at $799, $800 price point. If this doesn't come at a $700 price point like the FE did for the S20, why is this coming out? What is the point? Except maybe, is it going to be made with cheaper materials? Like what is it really, so they can discount it more, so it'll come in at this price point, but then it'll go on sale more, so people will want to buy it when it's on sale. I don't understand why Samsung is making this phone if it's going to be coming, it may be $50 cheaper when it comes to the US. If it comes in at $100 cheaper, the same price as the S21 FE did, or sorry, the S20 FE did, then it's at least, okay, it's $699 versus $799, kind of makes sense. But if not, why? Why even bother to do this? So let me know what you guys think. This really is confusing to me. I do not understand why they would do this. So we'll have to wait and see what comes about this, but it seems like if it's not gonna be cheaper, then why release this at all? Let me know what you guys think. And then we have some information on the S22 Ultra's cameras. So we've been hearing for a little while now that there will be a better quality 108 megapixel camera. It's going to be Gen 3 of this camera series. So we expect to see some improvements. Well, the biggest thing is that it looks like there will be a software improvement as well as a macro shot improvement. So basically what they're going to do is allow you to take macro photos, which they're just going to basically zoom in on the huge sensor that's picking up all the detail and give you a macro shot. Now, hopefully they won't have the same issue that Apple did where you actually couldn't stop shooting a macro shot. It was a very annoying, confusing thing with Apple that they did that, and a lot of iPhone users didn't like it. So hopefully they won't force you into the macro shot. They'll let you choose how to do your macro shot, if you want to do it with a wide angle or if you want to do it with the main sensor. Obviously the main sensor is going to be a much better quality in this case. So hopefully they'll allow you to do that with, and call it detail enhancer, but really it's a macro shot, but that's what they're going to call it, detail enhancer. Then you're also going to have an enhanced overall image that basically is going to give you more detail in your regular photos as well. Basically mobile processing that we've seen time and time again on both Google, iPhones, and Samsung to a high degree. They're just going to step it up this time when it comes to software, which they've collected enough data to really make that accurate. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes, because they really have gathered enough information over these couple of years to really make sure that they have it at a really easy understanding of the hardware to be able to enhance it with the software. And then finally, we have this crazy patent from Samsung that just came out, and it is a tri-fold tablet. So basically a tablet that can come out and you can actually have it as a tri-fold. It's a very weird looking kind of thing. Basically, you can kind of stretch out the tablet screen. And so it's a rollable slash bendable screen, which again seems very complex. Will it ever see the light of day? Who knows? But it does look very interesting overall. And again, it's this technology that we're going to keep getting. I will say that I was sad that we didn't get the LG rollable device because LG went out of the mobile business. But that was one that I was really looking forward to when we were going to get it. And it was one that I was like, okay, I have to buy that one. So I think we'll have to wait for Samsung to be the first one, or obviously other companies have already made prototypes and stuff like that. But full release, I think we'll have to wait to see who does that well. All right, guys, and that was the news for today. Not too much to talk about, but just a little bit before the holiday season. And I will have more videos out this week. It's been a crazy week. I did get to see Spider-Man. I was going to put a Spider-Man non-spoiler video out, but decided not to do that just because I really wanted to make sure I got regular tech videos up first. But it was an amazing movie. It's like the third all-time box office now, or second all-time box office, I think, and third for opening day Thursday. So a lot of people have seen it, and it's just an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend you see it. So if you just wanted a quick review, you should see it. It is the culmination of it brings the villains in quite well. If you've obviously seen it in the trailers, the villains are great in it, and the whole movie is just so much depth, I will say. And yes, a lot of people have said it's comparable to Endgame in like nipping a bud, in like ending a trilogy of movies that I thought was really well done. No spoilers in the comments, obviously, but just awesome movie. Couldn't recommend it more. If you've seen the other two Spider-Man movies, if you've seen the MCU movies, this is one you... it sounds like an exaggeration, but you have to see, in meaning that you would be so glad you saw it. And this is a movie you want to see in theaters. My wife has not gone to the theaters since the pandemic and everything started. I've been the only one to, along with my daughter. And I told her, I'm like, you can't wait for this to come to streaming. Like, you should see this in a movie theater because it's that awesome. So yeah. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. S Pen looks different this time. So yeah, it does. It looks more rectangular the way it looks like. We'll have to wait and see how it feels and everything. But it reminds me a lot of the S6 S Pen, which was very rectangular in its shape. Hey, Rudy got, Rudy got the 12 months in for the mini membership. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that. And yes, I saw you were playing It Takes Two, Game of the Year, right? Me and my wife still have not finished that game, but I want to know what you think of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How do you like playing that game? It Takes Two it won the Game of the Year award. Some people agree with that, some people don't. I thought it was a very unique game. Like, there was no game like it. Well, I guess the only game like it would be the company's previous game, which was No Way Out, I think it was called, or something like that, where you were basically, I forget if you were brothers or friends, but you were escaping jail and trying to clear your name and all that kind of stuff at the in the game. And it was another co-op game where you had to work together. That one was fairly short though. That one was like, I want to say like probably like 4 to 5 hours. So I'm not sure how long It Takes Two is, because we haven't beaten it. We've gone, I'll just say we were back in the house now. And that's where we were when we last played it. But yeah, I think just that type of game style, I think more and more people are going to want to see. Like, especially in PlayStation and Xbox, there's very few games where you can play with someone there. Like, you know, sports games are obvious, like Madden, FIFA, all those kind of games where like you can play side by side. But there's not that many split screen games. It really is like one player at your house and one player at someone else's house, and that's it. Where they don't realize, actually, no, people love coming together and playing right next to each other. That's like so much fun. So, it's one aspect that I think Nintendo does so well, and I think that's why Nintendo sells so well. If you always think about things like Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Mario Party, all those games are split screen, or you can play side by side like fighting games. So I think those really do need to happen more and more often. And hopefully the industry understands that now that that game got Game of the Year award, and that was its main niche, was just co-op. That was the whole thing. So yeah, I think that's a really cool aspect, and definitely agree for me that it was, I don't know if it was the best game of the year, but it was one of the most unique games of the year that should be rewarded for how it did it. Plus, again, no microtransaction, none of that BS, which is always good for sure. Have you seen CK TV YouTube video on how to get Google Assistant on your Galaxy Watch 4? No, I have not seen that video. That sounds like an awesome video, though. I do not follow that influencer. People always are like, oh, you don't follow. Like, I try to follow a lot of them, but I really don't follow to the point where, like, I know every influencer or anything like that. I never claim to. But really cool, it sounds like. I mean, I gotta check it out. But yeah, I'll check it out. That's a really cool looking video, 7-minute video. So I'll check that out later for sure, just to see how he got it done, how he made it happen. Would you pick up the S22 Plus or the Google Pixel 6 Pro? Ooh, Google Pixel 6 Pro. The Pro, so even though it's a different price point, the Pro really matches the Ultra. It really is more of a match compared to the Ultra. The Plus just doesn't stand a chance. So between those two, I would go with the Pixel 6 Pro. Between the Pixel 6 Pro and the S22 Ultra, that I might go with Samsung. We'll have to wait and see, but that's what I was definitely, I would recommend for sure. I just see the Spider-Man movie 30 minutes ago. Did you like the movie? Again, no spoilers, nothing spoilers, but just did you like the movie? Let me know in the comment section, because I thought it was amazing. I thought it was awesome. For me, it is the best Spider-Man movie. Even though I would say to me, Endgame is the best Marvel movie and possibly best superhero movie for me of all time, because it is such a good movie. You need to know everything that happened before it, which kind of eliminates it for a lot of people. But I will say this, that if you have, I feel like Endgame is the most rewatchable Marvel, or not only Marvel movie, I would say it's the most rewatchable superhero movie. Like Dark Knight, I can put on when I'm in the mood and just for epicness, right? Avengers 1 pretty much had that title for me for the longest time. I could always turn on Avengers 1 and just have a great time watching it. Same with Civil War. There are movies that I just feel like have that rewatchability. Like you can watch them over and over and over again. I felt like Endgame was one of them, and I do feel like Spider-Man No Way Home was going to be another one. I might go see it again. I really am the same way. I feel like I want to go see it again in theaters. I might try to see if next Sunday, possibly, if my mom can watch the kids, and then me and my wife go a little date night to go see it. I think that would be really cool. Because I would love to see it again. It's just, oh, so awesome. But again, do you agree with me that you need to see it in theaters? Because I think with the crowd on all the moments, I think are such a is such the cool part for it for sure. Do you think it would be worth upgrading the Galaxy Buds Live to the Galaxy Buds Pro? Yeah, I would say the Galaxy Buds Pro are definitely better quality, for sure for the noise cancellation, and then overall better quality. The only problem that I had with the Pros are the fact that they just didn't fit in my ear as nice. For me, the Bud 2s actually fit better in my ear. Out of the Bud Live, the Bud Pro, and the Bud 2s, the Bud 2s fit the best in my ear. So I'm really curious to see the next gen when it comes out in February for the new Pro 2s. Those I think will do very well. But if you're asking me my what are the best ones for me, I would have to say the Anker Liberty 3 Pros and the Jabra Elite 7s are probably going to be the most comfortable and easy fitting for me. Although I will say I've been dragging my feet on doing this review for sure, but the Elite 7s from Jabra, I am not as big of a fan of because they lost one of the biggest features that I loved on the 85Ts over here, which was these compare to any two devices, period. So you compare it to any laptop and phone at the same time, no software required, nothing like that. Now, the Liberty 3 Pros can do it with a smartphone, and you set it on the app what other device you want to pair it to. So they do it through software, but then you can pair to a second object. So you can pair to a laptop, you can pair to a tablet, whatever product or brand, it doesn't matter, but you have to do that. You have to do it that way. With the these ones, the 85Ts, they were the only ones that I can think of that compare to any two devices, no software required. You can just pair to something and you're still ready to pair to something else. So that was the best feature about these ones. These are a little bit older now compared to the Elite. The Elite, I would say, feels so much better in the ear. I will give them that. But these ones are still one of the best. If you want to pair it to any two devices and you don't have to have the same brand, these are probably the best. And still probably one of the best sound qualities, only beaten by the Anker Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. Long name, I don't like the name Anker, but that's the one thing that I will say. Ricky, going to the movie theater can be expensive, especially for overpriced snacks, but we'll consider it. Just eat before. Eat before, eat at home before. I'm not condoning this, but I mean, I know so many friends that still sneak in food. So many friends that still sneak in food. So I usually still will buy a popcorn and drink because that's just me. I love the movie going experience. Even though I'm losing weight right now, which by the way, I was 11 pounds down as of Friday. So I've lost 11 pounds on my weight loss. And that was after 2 weeks, hit 11 pounds. So I'm very happy, finally got over the 10-pound hump and still going strong. So hopefully I'm looking to be close to 20 pounds less by the time CES rolls around on January 3rd. See if I make it, but still going strong on that front. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to eating popcorn, I'm a big person that was my one cheat meal, by the way, that I've had in this entire 2 weeks. I was like, I'm going to see this movie. I'm going to eat a popcorn. That's it. I ended up eating half. And before, I was able to eat the whole thing of popcorn by myself. I'm not saying it to brag. I'm saying that that's what I normally did. Because I feel like my stomach has gotten smaller after eating smaller portion meals for 2 weeks, I was completely stuffed after less than halfway through. So that was kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, did that game win Game of the Year? Fascinating. Yes. Here's the thing, though. I think you can only play that game 2 players. That's the thing. It is a push for co-op for sure. So that's one thing that is really, again, I think a really cool part about that game. Finally got the black stainless steel watch band for my Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Love it. Nice. Yeah, it's always good to have one. I really started to go the leather route more, and I do like Samsung's leather band. I think it's a nice way to go. But I used to be a big fan of the stainless steel one, so I for sure feel it. I got tired of switching them out so much, so that's why I haven't got another one. Plus, I feel like online too, you always get a mishmash of quality on those. Like, I hate when I start to see the black stainless steel peel off, and that tells me like, oh, I should have got a better quality brand or something like that. So yeah. Co-op game need a revival. Coming to someone's house and having a party was great. Definitely, I'm a big fan of that. That game kind of reminds me of Portal 2. Yeah, not too far off in that sense, although, you know, the cake is real in this one. Any Samsung earbuds on sale for the holiday? I have not taken a look at that, to be fair, but I can pull up, I'll pull up some Amazon right now for you. Samsung Galaxy Buds. Just see, so let's see, we got the Buds 2 at $100, and we do have the Buds Pros at 144, so normally $200. So a little over about $55 on sale right now. So yeah, good price. Only for the black and the white are that price. Or sorry, the purple and the white are that price. The black are $150 and the white are $160. But yeah, here's a link for the Galaxy Buds Pro. I think they did great on the call quality, by the way. The Galaxy Buds series, I think, does great on the call quality. There's going to be another Batman movie too. Yeah, I know. Robert Pattinson is doing it. The first trailer did come out, I want to say, about a month or two ago. So that movie is coming out as well. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm hoping. The thing I like about it is they're saying it's going to be a true detective story, which we haven't really seen Batman the Detective. Except maybe you could argue in The Dark Knight, you know, he went to find some information about the companies and all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to that sense, possibly, but that's, again, I'm very curious to see it, how it goes. Ricky, as a developer of a dating app, could you code more complex things? No, I didn't even code a dating app. I hired someone on Fiverr. I had the concept, right? And I had the questions and I had basic artwork. So first I hired someone to do a more polished version of the artwork. Then I hired someone else to do the GUI, which is the interface and the way it looks and the designs, the logos, all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff. And then I hired someone to make the game. So there's 3 separate hirings that I hired people to do it. And that's how I end up getting my app. So yeah, so I did not code myself. I probably couldn't have coded the game that in depth, even though it's a very simple game, quite frankly. But it's just that's what it is in terms of it. So very curious to see how it goes in terms of all these new and easier forms of coding. Like, I truly do believe by the time my son is 13, coding is going to be dead simple. Like, because even my daughter knows some basic coding already that she learned in school. So I really, truly do believe that, you know, when we get to another 10 years time, and my son's in middle school going on to high school, like, I really think it's going to be a very, very interesting concept to how easy coding is going to get. You know, it's kind of like creating a website. Creating a website used to be so in-depth. Like, you had to know HTML5, you had to know all this kind of stuff for it, and there's always new language and stuff coming out for it. Then Adobe made Dreamweaver. And Dreamweaver allowed you to not need to know the code, that you could just kind of like assemble things. And it didn't look that polished if you didn't know code, but it was a very much shortcut. Like, you didn't need to know every line of code. You needed to know the basics. Then we now live in a world where anyone can make a website, anyone. because you just go to Wix or you go to Weebly or one of these websites and they make it for you. Squarespace, all these different websites, and they pretty much design the website for you. You just kind of plug and play. So that is, for website design, is where I do think we're going to get to app design within 10 years. I truly do believe that. I believe that app designing is going to be more of how much can you get the concept, and then you'll be able to make the app, because designing the app will be a lot easier. And we're already seeing glimpses of that, but not quite there yet. Let's see. Came up because the YouTube algorithm, he sideloads through FireTool app and APK file. He links. If you recommend it, I'll trust it. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it. I mean, it's always a interesting thing to try to find reputable APKs that won't mess up your stuff. So I'll take the bullet first and try to see how it works, and then I'll let you guys know. What are your favorite watch face for the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic? I use Facer. The Facer is the biggest app for watches and how they're made on the Galaxy Watch 4 or the new version of Android Wear. So yeah, I would say that's probably the best one overall, because you can customize it and they have so many watches. But yeah, so that's the one I usually roll with, and they have a lot of different ones, but this is the one I have. So it's a very clean looking one. I like a watch that will look like a watch and people won't even notice or realize that it's a smartwatch until I tap it or spin it or something like that. And that's what this watch really does nicely. It's not the most like extravagant, but it's something that I do like. I do look out for one thing, and that is an analog watch with a digital watch implementation. Just because I like the look of an analog watch, I like how the design is, but then I like to be able to tell the time quickly if I just need a glance at it at the bottom. I have that as well. This also gives me my step counter, my days of the week, my date today. So all of that stuff imbued into one watch. I like it. Galaxy Buds Pro isn't that good when having a phone call. I think it's pretty decent. I'm not saying it's the best one. It's not the best of all, but I think that they did a fairly good job. You sound like, I would say the background noise is pretty decently canceled, but then you sound kind of far away. So I'm not saying it's perfect, but I think it's pretty good. Trust me, I guess maybe it could just be because I've heard so much worse. Let's see. Bud Pros fall out of my ears a lot. I may have to trade them in. I had friends that snuck up while Five Guys meal into a movie. So yeah, people do sneak food into movies. The whole Five Guys meal, huh? Wow. It Takes Two is the game I'm talking about, yeah. Yeah, nice play. Now, Rudy, I totally thought you were playing that game because it won Game of the Year, because you knew the hype was big. That's what I totally thought. Oh, A Way Out. A Way Out was the first game the company made. Again, I thought the first game had a very like Shawshank Redemption meets Grand Theft Auto kind of vibe to it, A Way Out. I thought that was a really cool one. I'm kind of lost as when the Tab 8 and Tab 8 Ultra come out. When will they talk about the keyboard? So the Tab S8 and Tab S8 Ultra are either going to come out of one of 2 points, it seems like, as of right now. We're either going to get it at Samsung Unpacked, or we're going to get it at MWC. Samsung Unpacked is supposed to be in the middle of February, and then MWC is supposed to be at the end of February. So that's going to be it for the most part. So yeah. There will be a Spider-Man edition 51st Dates questions. No, there will not. But speaking of 51st Date questions, it is time for my shameless plug on the dating app that I have. And that is 51st Date Questions, a awesome game to play on a first date night or anytime you're out with a significant other. Ask them questions, they ask you questions, and find out what is going on in your lives. Really to get to know if you guys are compatible, if it's a first date, or if you guys have really talked about some of the serious stuff you might need to talk about every once in a while with 51st Date Questions. Free to download on both Android and iOS. Took a while to find a person to play with. I had a few lined up, and anyway, great game. How is your PS5? What are you playing? My PS5 is really good. I mean, I did upgrade to the SSD. If you guys ever saw the video, that was like my best video on Newegg. The PS5, how to install an SSD and which ones are compatible. So I installed the terabyte NVMe, and yeah, I've loved having so much more storage in there. Right now, I am currently playing Guardians of the Galaxy, even though I haven't touched the game, I think, for 2 weeks now. Just haven't had time. So yeah, that's the game I've been playing, and I love just the quality of it. I love the performance of it. I don't think I have a game till... I forget when the next big game for PS5 that I have coming up. I need to get a new website for upcoming games because I don't think I have one anymore. So I need to have one of those. Did you make your investment back from the app, Ricky? Yeah, I think I made over. I think I made, but not by much. Like I've made over $1,000, which is total how much the app ended up costing, I believe. My memory serves me correct, but not by much. Like once Kappa and all that stuff happened, because that stuff happened after, it would have costed me more for them to update the app to this new standards. And the app wasn't making too much money every month. Like I was making, like $50 and less a month. So it just wasn't really worth it at that point. So it was basically like, I rather just kind of leave it like it is. And basically what that did was it cut my ad revenue to not update it. So it's a give and take with it. So yeah. Would you ever make a 51st Date Questions after dark for people that like to drink? Well, I have made a 51st, more 50 Date Questions. I have full 50 new questions to kind of add. But again, I would need to create that. And this adventure for me was just more of finding out if I could make an app more than like, oh, I'm now going to build an empire of apps. So I don't know. I haven't had the drive to continue on making new dating apps or whatever, or just apps in general. But it's something that I could try. I feel like that would be something more so that if I would ever do YouTube full time and I would have more time for smaller projects on the side like that, then I would do it. Howard, try to find the sites that let you know about stock. That's how I got mine. Yeah, I mean, those sites really help for trying to find a PS5 because they will tell you on the day of the Target, the Walmart, or the Best Buy near you has it. You just go in and get it. In your opinion, what's the best protective case for the Galaxy Z Flip 3? I do love mine. The Incipio grip case. It is very tough when it comes to the material. Incipio tends to make materials out of the same material of football helmets, so it's pretty durable for impact. And then it has a substantial grip on the side right here, just substantial grip. So I love this one. It is the main one I use. The Spigen, oh God, I always forget the name of it. The Spigen case with the kickstand is a really good one. So Galaxy Z Fold 3 Spigen. So the Spigen one with the kickstand is a really good one, and it is pretty durable. So this is another one. It's $60, so it's not cheap, but this one is one. I just put it in the comments section. And I just got a new one that I was telling you guys about it before, so I will be doing a video on this one. But this one has a S Pen holder and a kickstand built into it. I can already tell you it does not feel very protective, so not for this case, but I'm going to be reviewing this one. A friend of the channel, Wayne from H2 Tech Videos, really great for simple videos. If you ever need basic videos, awesome channel to subscribe to, H2 Tech. Basically he put me on to it, so I wanted to go ahead and see it. So I just bought it, and I'll be doing a video on it this week. Ricky, would you ever join Floatplane, the service made by LTT? As of right now, it just seems like it would be a bit of an add-on for not much purpose. So first of all, you have to like apply to do it for Floatplane. For Linus, they basically vet all the people and everything like that. So I first have to get through a pass process first, right? Which I think I would get past. But then it's kind of like, okay, well now I need to upload everything to another video service, which isn't too difficult. It's more time taken out, and time is something that I'm very limited on with a family, kids, full-time 40-hour plus week job, and YouTube, plus trying to lose weight right now, which is taking about 2 to 3 hours of running, showering, and all that kind of stuff on a day-to-day basis. It's just about time for me. So would I do it again? That I feel like that would be something, if I was a full-time YouTuber, I would definitely see about taking that on. But as of right now, it just isn't top of my priority. My priority right now is to get more videos out, because I have been lacking on that towards the end of this year. So it's definitely something that I know CES is going to have so many videos I'm going to have to, it's going to be a back order of editing that I need to do after CES. So that one is one that I'll definitely do. I finally did the video I want to do for the Pixel 6 Pro, which was the camera video. So I did get that one up. I still have to do best apps for the Galaxy Watch, best smartphones of 2021, the Lenovo tablet. That's another one. I'm trying to think of other videos I need to do. The Jabra headphones, Elite headphones. So yeah, there's definitely other stuff that I need to get done for sure. So it's just about finding the time to do each and every one of them. Do you have 51st dates for dummies? I've often thought about doing like life stuff that I've learned in life videos. Like I've often thought about doing that in maybe like a shorts form or something else kind of things. Yeah, I don't know. That's just one thing I've always wanted to do too. So like, if anything, maybe something like that, like how, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like what to look for in a relationship, how to find the perfect someone, how to do this, how to do that, how to excel at work and all this kind of stuff. Like all these different things that I've learned over time that I'll tell to my kids, but I'm like, that would be cool if like I would start to do them, like maybe like YouTube shorts. That's another thing I'm really interested in trying to do, that you will start seeing from me within the next month, is I'm going to start to do some YouTube shorts and see if those do well. Just coming up with concepts that are 15 to 60 seconds. Hope that case on your Fold comes with the S22 Note. No, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm very curious on how it'll be, but I absolutely love that case. Incipio just does amazing cases that I've always loved. Would you say Google and Facebook spend millions on their apps, Ricky? Yeah, hundreds of millions, absolutely. Yes. Yes, they do. I wish we had a tech like on. I wish we had tech like on Spider-Man. Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, just the touchscreen capability and all that kind of sense, or just yeah, lots of stuff that they have on there is always kind of cool. I mean, ever since Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man, Iron Man. We've seen these like touchscreen holographic stuff, and it's like we're getting close. We're getting close, but we're just not there yet. Do you ever do blooper on your videos? Very few videos have had bloopers. I've only I'm saying like put bloopers at the end. Every once in a while I've done it. I've also done some like on TikTok recently for Newegg. We were doing a monitor, the ridiculous high expensive, the best monitor you can buy right now, the Samsung 49-inch G9 Neo. That monitor I was having some fun with. So on Newegg.com's TikTok, you could see me basically. The guy had to go get a screwdriver so we can screw the backplate in, but because the stand for it kind of seemed like a crossbow or like a machine gun kind of thing, so I was going like. The camera was still rolling, so I was like, dude, you can totally make that into a TikTok, and we did. So yeah, it's totally on there on TikTok that you can see that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are the kind of things that, again, it's just fun. I call those things like, you know, between the scenes TikTok stuff. But yeah, I think the only, at least off the top of my head, the only bloopers video I ever officially did where it's a bloopers video, it's only like a minute long or 2 minutes long, was of me and my wife in Tech and Love. And that was just because we were just having such a fun time doing it. And I'm completely messed up. We recorded for like 15 minutes and had her niece hit the record button and it didn't record that entire time. So I was like, she was so upset with me after. I was like, yeah, I should have made sure of it. Shorts really do well. YouTube is pushing shorts now. Yeah, so is Instagram, by the way, too, with their reels. So shorts and reels are really taking off for sure. Oh, have you noticed a slight change in the YouTube channels via the app? I don't think so. Let me see. I mean, for the most part, it's been the same for a little while. Shorts, you have home, shorts, plus icon, and subscription, and then library. But yeah, like shorts are right in the middle. Like if you scroll down a little bit, right? So if you scroll down, shorts are right there, even on my subscriptions. So they're definitely pushing shorts, and I think they will continue to for a while now. What do you have planned for Mobile Weekly episode 300? LOL. I don't know. When are we coming up on that? Or no, wait. 300. We're on 369. So we did three. Wasn't 300 the Drunk Mobile Weekly? Or was that? Yeah. So yeah, you mean 400? Yeah. 400. I mean, we still have what? How many weeks before that? So next week will be 370. So we have another what? 30 weeks? We have another 30 weeks before that. So that'll be like, I don't know, mid June or something like that probably by then? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what we can do. But yeah, it looks very interesting. Oh, the channels look so different now. Got it. I'm not sure. 400, even drunker. Oh, man. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I could just do Drunk Mobile Weekly again. I mean, it's something that every 100 episodes, I think that's fine. I think I'm not going to develop a very bad habit. Because I wouldn't let myself anyway. But yeah, so yeah. Would you suggest the Soundcore Life P3? I think those are the ones that my daughter has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the ones that my daughter has. If these come in blue. Yeah, so yeah, they're really good, especially for the price. I have no complaints about them whatsoever. So yeah, I would totally recommend the P3. And again, because they have 6 mics, so that's why I think they have such a good sound quality in terms of phone call because of their stems. What I'm really waiting for is the Soundcore. What I'm really waiting for is so right now, their best is the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros, right? What I'm really waiting for is the new version of the Soundcore Liberty Air 3 Pros, because that stem design does naturally give you better microphones because it's closer to your, it's not much, but this kind of style does make it so it's closer to your face so that you can talk. So yeah, that's what I'm really waiting for. But the Life P3s are really good. And I would definitely recommend them. Right now on Amazon, they have a 10% off. So yeah, these are the P3s. I think for under 100, these are probably the best ones I would recommend. Let's see. 400, even more hiccups. Yeah, I was hiccuping a lot at the end. I remember that. Is 128 storage good enough for a Samsung phone? It depends on you. I would feel that if you record a lot of video, then no. I think if you do photos, you're just fine. But if you record a lot of videos, then possibly not. That's how I feel in between the two. But like for me, 128 is not enough for my main phone. I need at least 256. If not 512. Like I've filled up over 256 on a phone before, and I had to start deleting things. If Ricky, do you have water? If Ricky, do the drinking have water? Not sure what you mean by that, Howard. I was drinking water while taking the shots, if that's what you mean. So I was drinking water as well. But I mean, I literally drank like 10 shots. So it was like this much left in the bottle of tequila. so yeah, I pretty much, cause I wasn't stingy with the pour. I did full shots for sure when I did Drunk Mobile Weekly. Are you looking to download the next Android update? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very curious on how it'll be on the Fold 3. We've gotten it already on the S21 Ultra. We've already gotten it there. So I'm very curious on how it'll be with a Fold 3 once it gets that update. I've tried to use Samsung Health on my Note 20, but it says it's not available in my location. I live in Virginia. How can I make it work? It's totally available in your location. Maybe uninstall it and reinstall it. Also look at your date and time in settings, turn off automatic, and make sure that it's where it's supposed to be. Because if it says you're in like Korea or China or Los Angeles even, and you're not, it's basically just doing that because of the fact that that you're not, the time isn't accurate to where you are. So the bug that any smartphone has when that happens is it says like, no, wait, something's wrong here, so we're not going to allow you to install this. So that's what it probably is. To keep from getting drunk. Yeah, no, I was drinking, like, I think I drank like 3 things of water that day. But yeah, again, it took me 10 shots, so it's not like I was a lightweight in that sense. But yeah, I didn't have a hangover the next day. So it's just something I've never had, hopefully never will. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. Always fun and all that stuff. CES. Let me know if you want to see Drunk Ricky at CES. Maybe we'll do some YouTube shorts of me drunk there. That would be fun. Have you gotten the Pixel 6 December update? How is it working for you? I don't think so. I don't think I've had an update for a little while now on the Pixel 6 that I've seen. I want to say it's been at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I don't think I got a December update. Let me check right now. No update. The last update I got was November. So yeah, missing the December update so far. So hopefully that comes in soon. Ten shots would kill an ordinary man, but not Rigsby. Oh, you know, 50 cents took only 9 shots. Psh, took 10. I agree you should do edibles. I've never done edibles in my life. I don't know if I would do that. We'll see. We'll see. I would just wonder if I would start getting paranoid. You know, some people get paranoid with that. Like, I really want to. I really would see that. I'm just glad you were able to walk down the stairs safely. Oh, I was holding on because again, I am very self-aware when I drink because I never want to be like other alcoholics I've seen in my life. So I very am like, okay, I'm walking down the stairs. I need to hold on to the rail and be very careful. So like that was my mentality even when drinking. So I'm very, very careful when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, in terms of, yes, I did get up and down the stairs. Still waiting on custom emojis. Well, Rudy, you'd be happy to know that I was looking into that today. So soon. Not saying 22 will start off with it, but in January of 22, I think I got it. Don't do edibles unless you just want to sit still there. I know, I'll be like forgetting them on screen, like, oh, hey guys. So yeah, no, I don't know how it would be. It should be a lot of fun. I mean, all this kind of stuff's just fun. And again, I would only do that in a controlled environment where like I remember that night and I literally went right to sleep basically. So yeah. All right. I think that will be it for tonight, guys. Thank you always so much for tuning in and watching. I do appreciate it. If you can do me a favor, hit that like, thumbs up button before you leave. And make sure to check out some of the videos we got coming up this week, including the recent Pixel video that just dropped yesterday. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like,